For more than 60 years, the Wilbur H. Doran Award has been presented to individuals and couples who've made a significant impact on Berks County. This year's Doran Award is presented to 2 individuals who have worked tirelessly to improve lives in Berks County, whether they're helping kids get the skills they need to succeed, or they're helping seniors live longer, more independent lives. The 2017 Wilbur H. Doran Award is presented to Doug and Nancy Yocom.
Doug and Nancy are a team, and they are very passionate about the work that they do in the community, and I believe that the 2 of them working together can accomplish anything that they set out to accomplish. They've been involved in a lot of leadership roles. As a matter of fact, we call them our $9 million couple because they happen to be the co-chairs of the 2007 campaign, and that was the campaign where, as an organization, we raised more than $9 million for the first time.
We have lovely memories of our family at birthdays, Christmas, Easter, all the holidays. We get together in the backyard. And then always the day before school started, at night, we had a little fireplace in our backyard. And so what we did, we would roast s'mores with all the children in the neighborhood.
Doug and I met when we were in high school. I was 15, Doug was 16, and it won't be any surprise to many people is that we were on opposing swim teams, and that's how we met. His neighbors were on my swim team, and his opposing team came to our pool for a swim meet, and I asked the neighbor girlfriends of mine who that blonde was that had the gorgeous tan.
Growing up in my family was very interesting. We traveled a lot. We took a lot of vacations, which was very, very much fun. We traveled across country in a truck for about 3 weeks together, and that was probably one of the more fun trips that we ever had.
Doug and Nancy are a team most of the time, except for when it comes to NFL football, because Doug is a diehard Cowboys fan and Nancy is a diehard Eagles fan. So much so that during their campaign, Doug actually had a friendly wager with somebody else, not Nancy, where whoever lost the Cowboys or the Eagles, the other person would have to make a paysetter gift to United Way. So when you look at the recognition booklet for 2007 for the Leadership Giving Program, there is an entry, Cowboys, Eagles, because the Cowboys won that particular year.
Doug grew up as a Dallas football fan. Now, he will claim the reason for that is because his grandfather was an avid Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and the only team that was able to beat the Steelers was Dallas. So he claims that that is the reason he's an avid Dallas fan. I claim the reason he's an avid Dallas fan is because of the cheerleaders. We both came from meager beginnings, and we've been very blessed in our lives, and he feels very strongly about giving back to the community and giving back to those less fortunate than ourselves.
My parents are committed to the community just, I think naturally, because they were born and raised in this area. They've lived very close with our relatives. I think that's why they're so committed to the community, is because they spent the better part of their life here. So they want to make it better for everyone else.
My impression of Nancy when I first met her was that she was very caring for the community, very caring individual that wanted to do the best for the community. She had served on the leadership committee that put together the Berks Community Health Center. So it was very clear to me, based on the questions that she was asking. But by my second interview, I learned why. It was because she was a nurse. As a board member, she is part of our quality process, and so she guides us in how we move forward to one, serve the population well, but most importantly, move us to developing that care in a quality direction.
My first participation with Doug in a small group setting was a Boy Scout committee, fundraising no doubt. The meeting was held at 7:30 in the morning, and Doug came to the meeting after his workout, ready to sit down and meet and have a little breakfast with the rest of us who showed up at that relatively early hour. So I got a good sense from Doug right away that this is a man with a lot of initiative, a lot of energy, a lot of focus, and a good sense of balance between work and the fact that it was an enjoyable meeting, fun as well. Two major funding activities that he did have a tremendous impact on our community and benefit scouting tremendously. The Marlon Miller Conference Center greatly enhances the camp as a place for Cub Scouts to go. In addition, Doug's support of Scout Reach, I think, was among the most effective that we've had through the years, and it really gives the scouting organization a stronger base from which to engage youth in the city.
Doug and Nancy first became involved in Berks Encore, Nancy joined our board and became involved on the program committee. And that was a struggling committee at that point in time. And Nancy, over time, became more and more involved until she actually became chair of the board. And when she became chair of the board, she kind of brought Doug right along, and they ended up moving up to the point where they chaired our black tie bingo 2 years ago for our 50th anniversary. I see he and Nancy interacting together as a couple and as community leaders, and what they've been able to bring to the community and the example they set. And they're so interested, both Doug and Nancy, in setting that example for a younger generation. I greatly, greatly respect and admire that about both of them.
What I admire most about Nancy's commitment to the community is that she's never wavering. And one of the things is that she's worked in this area for a long time and knows a lot of people. So she's very good at intervening and helping us to actually get to the individuals that we need to let them know about Berks Community Health Center.
Doug's activity in the community reflects his close understanding of scouting and the scout law. And a scout is, as Doug is, trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And in addition, Doug shows lots of initiative, lots of energy, and a great sense of humor.
I think the greatest impact that Doug and Nancy have had on the community is their ability to lead by example. They don't expect, but they give. You start to learn how giving, you actually get so much more. Oh, I'm giving myself the goosebumps. You get so much more when you give. And I think that has been of tremendous impact, and I'll bet you they have impacted people. They are totally unaware of how they've impacted. I believe in that ripple in the pond. You drop the pebble and the impact goes out. I think Doug and Nancy will be surprised to find out how many people they've impacted just in the willingness to give and those who have benefited from the gifts that they have given.
Berks County is definitely stronger because of the commitments of Doug and Nancy. Because not only are they involved in United Way, they're involved in other organizations as well. And I believe that their passion and their purpose around their involvement is to make sure that Berks County is the strongest it can be, not only for this generation, but for future generations.
The bigger picture of this whole thing is that my parents also influence the next generation. My children see that the importance of volunteering and community service, and they in turn are willing to help other people and volunteer with several of the organizations that I'm involved in as well.
I admire that they make it a priority to give back to the community they have grown to know so well and love. They have always participated in volunteer work since I can remember. Whether it was delivering Meals on Wheels, volunteering at sporting events, working with Hawk Mountain Council, their time to the church, or even with United Way, they're always willing to lend a helping hand.
No matter what we'd ask him to do, he would always say, yes, I will do it. And that's what we appreciated. And I know if his dad was here today, he wouldn't know what to say. He would be crying.
Doug and Nancy, we are so pleased we can honor you with the Doran recognition. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the work and dedication and support that you provide to United Way and the rest of the community.
Congratulations, Nancy and Doug. This is very well deserved.
Doug and Nancy, you have my very sincerest congratulations on this award. I can't think of two people that deserve it more than the two of you. Congratulations.
It's not at all surprising that a gentleman who shows that kind of activity and energy has a wife that matches him very closely. And our congratulations, my congratulations today go out to both Nancy and Doug Yocom. Thanks for all you do for the community.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad, and couldn't be more deserving. Love you guys.
I am extremely proud of you both, and this award is well deserved. Congratulations. I love you both.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I just wanted to wish you congratulations on your Doran Award. I love you, and I'm very proud of you.
Hi, Doug. This is a great honor for me to be sitting here and telling them just how much we love you, and we think that you just are doing so much for the community. And I know if Daddy was here, he would say the same thing.